like the most appropriate thing that if there were to be changes, that would be a good one.
Like I went a couple of years ago. I called a number, answered an ad for school bus drivers because I thought that could be fun.
Yeah.
Work a couple hours a day, right? Work for 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, and then I'm done, right?
Yeah.
But they said that there was a 2-week training period that you don't get paid for because they don't want you to do the training and then quit, which is ridiculous. Like, and I
need a job.
Yeah, and I was like, no thanks. I don't want the job because I can't afford to just work for free for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like are the proceeds going to like a children's charity? Then sure. I'll give you some
would
free
that be a thing?
work. But like, don't tell me you want me to train for a job and you're not going to pay me while I'm just, no, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this isn't an internship, right?
Yeah, right? Like it's, well, we have people who do the training and then they quit. So have a better work environment that people want to stay at. Don't punish other people.
That seems super odd.
Yeah.
Like this in this area, like their like school district kind of thing.
I'm not going to name names because maybe they've changed the policy since I applied. So I don't want to sit here talking shit.
Fair.
But yeah, that's what they told me. 2 weeks unpaid to train to learn how to drive a school bus.
Do you come out of it with a CDL or?
I don't know. I don't know that you need one. You do? Producer's telling me you do. So
that might actually have been worth it then.
Maybe that's the case.
Because the training, like getting trained to have a CDL is kind of expensive. So, like, whatever.
Still.
It is still like this idea of I'm working for 2 weeks and not getting paid, which is frustrating.
Like, it's not my fault you don't have a better system in place to keep people from quitting. That's not on me. That's on you to run a better business.
Yeah. It's probably a lot of, like, political red tape bullshit. You know?
Maybe.
I wonder how that works out.
Too pervasive in society. Political red tape bullshit.
The school bus systems, it's a state-run thing, right?
I would imagine. But
It's
producer's saying no. Producer has a lot of knowledge about school buses, apparently. He's like,
Chime in.
you need the license.
No, I think that it's by district or city even, but it's not state.
Okay, but it is political. It's like a budget that's created by people in charge and shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it.
It's not like
there's like I don't want to give names again, but I know there's a company out here that runs buses for several different districts.
Huh.
And I don't know if that's a privately owned business or if it's okay, then yes. It is. Apparently.
Our audience member is acknowledging yes, It is a private company.
Okay.
Huh. Well, you learn something new every day.
Yep.
What'd you learn that was new yesterday?
Yesterday I learned that tomato paste is not suitable for gluing things together. That's what I learned.
Is that for real?
It's the word paste in tomato paste is not the same as like glue paste.
Huh.
So it's not a viable way to glue things together. So
I really wish
what
I'm totally imagining you like getting like a whole bunch of different papers and like putting tomato paste on one side,
opening
just
up a
like
can of Hunt's,
sticking them to the wall.
It
won't stay. What were you?
It won't stick. Why won't it stick? I'm all out of thumbtacks. All I had was paste.
Yeah. Fucking buses, man.
Yep. They're dumb.
Wow. Dude, I don't know. I'm drawing some blanks right now.
Anyway, success is what we were talking about initially. Some dream it, some do it. And like I also feel like that the way this is worded is like it's almost like accusatory where it's like, you're not doing enough. Somebody else is getting up and going out there and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. It's just,
well, that's...
While other people are dreaming about it, I went out and did it. Like, bully for you, you fucking chode.
Well, there is some... That's true, though.
No, I know. I'm just trying to take the alternate stance so that we can...
You can...
So we can back and forth a little
let's
bit.
back and forth that a little bit.
Do it.
Like, there's definitely... Like, sure, like, it is a little accusatory, right? I acknowledge that is true, but I also think that, like, there's a lot of people that... Not start over, but, like, redirect. So the idea of, like, some people dream about it and some people do it. My mind went to this idea of, like, there's a lot of people that talk a big game,
right?
But they're not actually doing what they're saying that they're doing.
Yeah,
like just be Jar Jar Binks. Okay. He's like, I speak, and then Qui-Gon Jinn's like, just because you have the ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
That's fair,
right?
There are a lot of dumb people running their mouths.
Yeah, and a lot of what people are saying, I think sometimes sounds good, you know. But are these people that are saying the things that sound good, are what they say matching up with what they do?
Yeah, it's like comedians who complain that they're not getting opportunities. Meanwhile, at every open mic, they're telling the same 3 minutes that they've been telling for 6 months,
dude.
And it's like, fucking no, you're not going to get an opportunity because you're not showing us that you're getting better.
Yeah.
Do the work.
Yeah. Caden McKnight. McKnight, yeah. Caden McKnight was talking about how Casey Hunt has got the cheat codes for open mics. And I was like, what? And he's all like, he just has new material every week. He's like, it's the best way to do well in open mics. And I was like, okay, well, that's true, I guess, because I fucking hate hearing the same thing every week. Yeah, and so many of those motherfuckers do it.
Yeah, and now, don't get me wrong, like, what the open mic is for, like, an open mic is like a gym for comedy.
Right.
You're not going to get a six-pack doing an hour on the fucking crunch machine.
Right.
At the gym, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. I don't know what it is.
That's perfect.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, yes, use an open mic to work on material. Maybe 2-3 weeks in a row, maybe a month to get it down. Especially if you're not getting booked on shows where you have the opportunity to do longer time and figure it out as you go, then sure. Work the joke out. Tell it as many times as you need to get it worked out. And then, once it's fucking done, move on to new material, because that's what an open mic is for. It's not for you to do the same 3 minutes that you've perfected over the last year.
Right.
It's designed to help you work out new material.
I think a lot of people don't realize that. And you saying you're not going to get a six-pack from doing an hour on the crunch machine really makes sense in this particular scenario. Like, I think too often people are like, oh, well, if I just get this perfect over and over and over again, like, I've got it nailed down to where I want it. They're not realizing that, like, there's, like, if you work that 3 minutes, get it to where you feel comfortable with it, and then work another 3 minutes, and then another 3 minutes, what you're actually doing is creating, like,
you're creating
longer amounts. And they're like, well, I just need to get really good at this one thing. And I've never seen the majority of the people that do open mics do longer than 10 minutes. And not even very many of them have the opportunity to do 10 minutes because I don't know why.
Because they're not showing any improvement. They're not showing any growth.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to, and I'm not the one in charge of this kind of stuff, but if I was, I'm not going to book somebody on a show that people are paying money to see if I've only heard you tell the same 4 or 5 minute piece of material for the last year. I'm just not going to do it because I need to know that if that material doesn't work, you've got something else that you can pull out and go, oh, all right, well, let's go this way.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like nobody's going to do it. So if you're going to sit around and complain, oh, well, this one gets to do this and I haven't gotten any, because you're not fucking worth it.
Yeah, you're complaining and remaining the same.
Yeah, get better or go home. Like, it's fine if it's just a hobby or if it's something you like doing because it's fun and you get to, you know, hang out with other like-minded people. That's fine. But then let that be it. Don't complain that you're not getting opportunities that you don't really want anyway. Like, are you just doing it to try and sound cool? Because if you wanted the opportunities, you would be doing stuff to make it happen.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, and that also leads me to a thing where it says, you know, and I don't know that I necessarily believe this that I'm about to. It said something along the lines of, don't waste time on somebody who says they're too busy for you. If they wanted to, they could make the time.
Yeah.
In some cases, I believe that's true, but in other cases, there's also like, I legitimately can't. Like, I want to make the time, I just can't. So that, you know, I don't know what I was trying to compare with those two things. I had an idea and then I lost it. But like, I guess my thing is like, I don't like phrases that deal in absolutes because it's there's always a gray area and
it leaves no open end.
Yeah. Well, they obviously don't want to spend time with me because they're not making time to. Maybe they only have one day off a week, and that's the day they get to spend with their kid. Or, you know, like, these are things that you got to take into consideration. And, you know, anyway.
I don't have a kid. I don't what?
I got to get off my soapbox. I just keep.
Well, no, please. I mean, like, your perspective is worthwhile. Because you have a perspective that I don't have, and that a lot of other people might not have either. So like whenever you say things like one day off a week, and that's the day that they get to spend with their kids, is not something that I think about because that's not my reality, you know. And it could be different than their kid, but it could also be like their parents or
whatever it is that they have going on.
Yeah.
That there's, you know. It's not always that I don't want to make time. It's that I don't have, like, unless you want to come hang out at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Then, you know, I can give you an hour before I need to go to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of, you know, and maybe let's go to lunch. You know, like, you can do other things. Like you can find, but like, there's
people need to eat.
If they can't, it's because they won't. Like, and that's not true.
I think that statement rings true for me. Because I know that there are times where I'm like, I just don't fucking want to.
Yeah, and that's fine. That helps your personal growth, and because you need time for yourself. You need, like, self-care is a very important thing.
Yeah,
you know, like I had, it was during the 208 Comedy Fort, I think, earlier this year. Mm-hmm. I was asked if I could work. You know, if I was available certain nights at Liquid. Yeah. And it was going to be a longer week than usual. So I told Sophie Hughes, who's the manager down there, and also a top-notch comedian.
She's awesome.
I said, all right, well, I can do Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to keep Thursday for myself because I've been working all week at my other job. Like, I need a day to just decompress. And she was like, that's fine, no problem. So like, it's stuff like that like, I didn't have anything going on. I just wanted to, you know, play video games with my son. I didn't want to have to worry about anything else. And you know, that's incredibly important for getting back to what you were saying about not wanting to go to work if you don't like the job or you don't like the people you're around. Like, that kind of stuff can affect you very negatively. Mm-hmm. Like, I worked at a call center, and it was the single worst job. Like, I'd be driving to work, contemplating driving into oncoming traffic, just because if I got into a car accident, then I wouldn't have to go to work. Like, that's how bad it was. And like, I had to quit because it was making me physically sick.
Can I tell you about an experience that I also had working in a call center?
Please.
Like, legit imagining ramming my head through a computer.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, it was because people like.